Die Cutting Essentials. As you can see, this is a special edition. Now, this comes in a box, and it's that in a box because there's so much stuff. And you're going to get a magazine, and you can see I've tabbed some pieces, but let me tell you what you're going to get also in addition to the magazine. You're going to get this alphabet set. Now, they've got all the letters of the alphabet, also an ampersand and an apostrophe and an exclamation point. Now, these are connected, so if you wanted to, you could use it all together as die cutting a background. So that might be fun. Or you can also, of course, pull them apart and use them individually. Show you some ideas. These are about 7/8 of an inch tall, so almost an inch on every single one. That is something really worth having. Now, to go along with it, all the numbers are done in a stamp set. Now, in addition, there are these additional stamps. So you can see the flowers, and there's this wiggly thing. Well, that is the string to this balloon star, so very fun. A leaf spray, as well as all the numbers, a pound sign and an @ sign, as well as 3 patterns. So that's going to work. Now, speaking of patterns, there's this unusual embossing folder. As you can see, it has 5 different designs. Now, if you're like me, you look at that and you go, well, that's really interesting. I wonder what I could do with it. Well, that's where the magazine comes into play, and I'll show you some examples. Now, in addition, there are also papers, but the papers also have cutouts on them. So as you can see, and what I like about this is if you want to use any of these, that's fine. Go ahead and cut them out. But if there are others that maybe you may not use, well, you've got the pattern paper on the back, so you can use that. So there are all of these double-sided, as you can see, more of these that you can cut out and more in the pattern. So they're all over patterns. Very useful. Looks like ledger paper, doesn't it? And you can see that the colors do coordinate. So that works nicely. You're going to get 2 of every single thing that I just showed you. Now, let me go back to the magazine. And I've, as I said, I put some Post-its on some of them that I just thought were really pretty special. And I can't show you very many because I can't take all the time, but I just want to whet your appetite. So there it is, showing it, using it as one fell piece, and you can make a background. And there you go. That's all the pieces that are in this, as you can see. Now, let me go. Okay, here's a way that you can make flowers out of those embossed pieces. So go ahead and emboss them if you want to do some inking, and then you can cut them into flower shapes if you want to. I thought this was really pretty to use it like a patchwork. You can do that, and I think that looks really, really nice. In addition, let me see. Got, oh, isn't this pretty? And that's using the letters. So hug, so you can say anything anytime you want. And isn't that pretty with that sweet little flower stamp? So there it is, just repeated. No masking needed. Just stamp it on and get to coloring and you're good to go. Thanks is really a nice thing to know. You can just do a little border at the top and have hello at the bottom. And I thought this was really pretty. Happy, isn't that nice with the different colors? You can use some sparklets, attach, and add some words if you want to. Then we have this. So there's that balloon, and I thought that was really fun with that long stamp. And again, wishes is done. If you've got a happy birthday, that'll work fine. You can coordinate this with your other stamps and cutting dies. There's a whole section on movers and shakers, which is really fun. There's also a section on using it for off the page. So a tag is just really perfect, and these are one of the papers that's included. And there's that star again. So lots of ideas. And I think this is just a really, really useful set. So again, this is the Die Cutting Essentials plus embossing folder, plus stamps, plus the alphabet that you are going to use every day, and papers that are going to just finish the whole thing for you. And by the way, this is a Paper Wishes exclusive.